Hello lovelies, welcome to my YouTube channel. So in today's tutorial, these are all the materials we need to make a beautiful bonnet. So if you've been desiring to make one, this is your opportunity to make a very simple one. So we need the satin fabric, we need the main fabric, we need scissors, we need measuring tape, we need pins, we need safety pins, and of course, the last but not the least, we need elastic. So guys, I went ahead to take a measurement of 13 inches, that's cutting on fold, and 26 inches as the length. It's actually not supposed to be length and breadth thing. So I went ahead to cut it out. Can see I had this cut on fold. Can you see that? It's cut on fold. So I'll be able, so just to get like a square shape. So this part where you see my finger on is the apex point. So from these apex points, you take down measurement of 12.5 inches. So you can see from that point, I went ahead to take measurements from there, 12.5 inches. I did that round this square shape you can see here. So after drawing all the dots, I went ahead to create a curve with those dots. This will help us get the circle shape. So I went ahead to cut it out. And here comes the circle shape. So you can see how this looks. So with the satin, I was able to cut out the main fabric. So with the satin, you just place the satin on the main fabric and you use pins to secure the satin on the main fabric, just so it is firm enough not to shift and you don't cut the wrong thing. So once that is achieved, you go ahead to place your satin on the main fabric. Make sure it's right side facing the right side. That is the right side of the main fabric facing the right side of the satin fabric. And you can see what I just did. Okay, so now you go ahead to sew on the wrong side of your fabric. So you just sew round, but then you leave like a space of an inch. You don't sew everything. So after sewing, I went ahead to trim out excess from the fabric. Now that 1 inch that we left, you just pull out the right side of the fabric through that hole. So I went ahead to straighten my fabric and the satin together. Just straighten it so well, and then you can use iron to make it flatter so it will lay very well. It's time to use the elastic. So the elastic is about 1 inch. You can see this, the elastic is about 1 inch. So the next thing we have to do, we are sewing round by 1 inch. So we are just sewing round by 1 inch. The whole idea is for the elastic to just fit into whatever we sew in, and since the elastic is 1 inch, you just sew by 1 inch. So after sewing round by 1 inch, it's time to use the elastic. So to get the measurement of the elastic, you need to take round measurement of the head plus 1 inch for sewing allowance. And now we just go ahead to pass it through that 1 inch space, but we'll pass it through that space we left from the beginning. So I went ahead to join the two ends of the elastic together by 1/2 inch on both sides. So if you have a zigzag stitch, you can just use that. Otherwise, just sew a straight line, but make sure the two sides are joined together or crossed on each other. So I'm done doing that. So the next thing to do, finally, just sew these two ends together.